Hi and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to my 30-day English speaking challenge, and today is the 21 day of this challenge, and I just want to talk about consistency and why is it so hard to stay consistent and at everything, at anything you are learning in life. So any skills, for example, languages, and for example, me, I think the first reason why it's so hard to stay consistent when learning something is you make the thing, you make like the systems or the strategy so complicated and really hard to repeat it every day. So, for example, for German, when I first started learning German, I wanted to listen to German every day for at least 5 hours daily, but it was unsustainable because when you first started learning a new language and you don't understand almost anything, so you get tired easily, and it wasn't like really simple. It wasn't simple to just repeat it every day. So I had to slow down a bit for 1 hour until I get used to the language. And for example, I wanted to read, write, and do all these things at the same time in one day, and every day, and it was really hard because you or everyone has different priorities. They have different routine. They have different they have different things in life. Like you have school, work, families, friends. It's just really hard. It's almost impossible to do all these things every day. So I choose to make it simple, and I thought to myself, I create a system like every day while I'm working out for 30 minutes every morning. I'm listening to a German podcast that really interested me, and that worked. I didn't have to do anything else, just to do it, and until I get used to the sound and the language, until I could understand like roughly 50, 60, or 70% of the language. And consistency, for example, when I'm studying for school, for example, I'm studying a concept like history or anything I'm studying for next day or next Sunday in school. So I say that I just have to study for 10 minutes, and it worked. Because when you told yourself you're gonna study for 2 hours, 3 hours, it's just really hard because you already imagine all this time to studying. You have to start simple, and the 10 and 15 minutes passed so quickly that I didn't even notice it, and I study more time than that. So the first thing is to make the thing you are learning or the routine easier, simple, to repeat it every day. And the second thing is to just, how can I say that, to you can pair it with another routine you're already doing. For example, while working out, I'm listening to a German podcast, and I'm sure every day I will do it because I don't skip any day of working out. So every day I wake up and do some exercise, and I'm certain that every day I will do it. And if every day I work out, that means that every day I'm listening to a German podcast for 30 minutes. And you can pair that with something you're already doing that already integrate in your daily life. For example, while you are making some coffee for yourself, you can do that. you already know that every morning you're gonna make coffee for yourself. So why don't you like just listen to a German or anything, any language you're learning? Why you don't just listen to it in the background while doing this thing? And that's all for today, and thank you for watching my video, and see you tomorrow.